Krell woke, leaping to his feet and groping for a sword that was not there. He looked around the temple, which was filled with the sound of Olgar's snores. Something had awakened him, a sense of wrongness. It was there, grating on his senses. Krell uttered a mild curse and wandered outside to relieve himself and try to figure out what time it was. He walked to Olgar's favorite spot at the edge of the cliff where he could see Watford. The town was still and lifeless. He could see only a single pair of torches, likely a pair of town guards, walking a patrol. The foulness grated on his senses. He stood there at the edge of the cliff, watching the sea. The smell of the wind promised rain tomorrow. The sound of the waves was a soothing contrast to the stench in his thoughts. Turning, he saw that the sky had not even begun to lighten. He breathed in deeply, and a strange smell of rotting fish mixed with the stench of a swamp came to his nose. What had awakened him? Something was wrong, and Krell didn't know what. He suddenly realized he was standing in the open, knowing something, possibly something dangerous, was near, and he'd left his sword inside the temple along with his armor. Hadn't Olgar just told him that paladins often die stupidly? He went back inside and found everything the same. Olgar seemed ready to sleep through the day. Though Krell knew from long association he would be up and ready to greet the dawn. It was a habit that Krell had learned alone on the island, and Olgar appreciated the company. His sword was where he left it. It seemed so foolish, waking up as if ambushed. Yet, thinking about closing his eyes left Krell feeling uneasy. The longer he waited, the worse the feeling of wrongness grew. Krell stood up and paced back and forth in front of the benches. Without realizing what he had done, his sword was in hand, and he was staring at the temple doors. No memory of thinking about doing that. It was just action. Something grated on his senses, and Krell felt as if it was outside and moving closer. Confused, Krell decided it was worth the pain and went to wake Olgar.